Dan Campbell took this Lions job with a vision. That vision has ignited the Lions fan base in a way not seen perhaps ever.
This is a sleeping giant. This is a sports town, and we feel the love. Remember who you are!
NFC North champions, everybody.
Vision, winners, back-to-back seasons.
Your team ain't ours, the pride is worldwide now. Riding to your town, win, then ride out. The crew here to break it down for y'all, to demonstrate how we ain't playing around with y'all. The humble host with punchlines to give you a black eye. We brought a GM and OC, even a stat guy. Other teams drink the Kool-Aid, roll over and quit. I drank Campbell's soup and woke up all grit.
It's grit.
And we're back. This is the All Grit Podcast. Your humble host, Caleb Annual, running the mic, running the soundboard, joined alongside the best stat guy that I could ever ask for, Mr. Clay Boley. How you doing, Clay?
Doing good, man. Exciting week ahead of us. Talk about some football. Feels like it's the longest spring ever, especially here in Michigan.
Man, you ain't kidding. Oh, well, I guess we can't complain, man. We've had the longest winter ever, according to the news reports and weather. We've accumulated 26 feet of snow No, I'm just kidding. But it's been a crazy winter, as you hopefully you Floridarians or whoever's listening outside of Michigan, it's been bad up here. So we'll take a long spring.
Yep.
The rain is definitely catching up. The grass is turning green, right? Everything's turning. You guys got flowers? Yeah,
it's in the air. Summer's in the air.
Allergies. How's your allergies? They good?
Oh, they're starting up, so that's a good sign right there. So, we're even
Get the
talking our chat about some all grit golf outing. So
that's true. Yes, we're gonna call it the Claritin Golf Outing. Provided by the Claritin All Grit Podcast. So, yeah. So, welcome into this episode of the 2026 pre-draft selections. You are probably missing two voices that you normally hear on the reg. And, they're not here with us.
No. Calm down.
That was their response when we invited my OC, Adrian, and our general manager, Plax, to the podcast. They didn't want to join us. So, apparently sleeping is more important. Anyways, so here we are. We are with our best friends, you, the listener, whether you're right here in Michigan, whether you're in Florida, or whether you're a couple listeners that we have over in Europe. We are all tied in together. We are going to talk about the 2026 draft class as best as we can. We're not crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I follow all kinds of podcasts about the Lions. We are not them. We don't know half the things they know. We are just two guys, Lions fans, right? Growing up with the early memories of Barry Sanders. We started this podcast over 2 years ago now, Clay.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
And we are starting our third season. Yeah, starting our third season this August, I believe.
Yep.
And we'll have a new All Grit drop, hopefully, either produced by Faceless, or I do have another producer that is trying to get in to do a little intro. So we'll see. We'll see who's going to pay more.
Like Marshall Mathers.
Well, I call him Eminem, but people on the street call him Marshall. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I wanted to get your opinion, Clay. So 2026 draft is Thursday, and we're shooting on a Monday night. So 3 days away. How are you feeling moving into this week? There's been tons of draft talk. How do you feel the Lions are looking moving into Thursday night?
I think as we talked about in the last pod, I think it's on Brad. It's time for him to get back in the kitchen and start cooking. It's time, man. Like they always say, wait for Brad to cook. We had microwave dinners the entire offseason season besides Pacheco. In my opinion, I think that was a good take. But
Yeah, don't be talking about Pacheco, bro.
what?
Don't be talking about Pacheco.
I know. That's what I say. That's all about. I'm all about him. We can't have Demo. I'm all about Pacheco.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's just time, man. He's got to have a splash, and I don't want to get too much into my pick, but he's got to make a splash.
So I think I agree with you. He's got, like you said, 9 picks to work with. So do you think he's going to use all 9 picks, or do you think he's going to move up and down the board this year?
I think he's going to move up and down the board.
Yeah, there's no way we're coming home with 9 picks, right?
Correct. Because if not, then you're just cutting people the day after the draft. Congratulations.
Yeah, we don't have 9 open spots. Even though you think we have 9 open spots, we really have just a few, and I don't want to get into it as well.
Yep.
But it's starting caliber, right? So, but who's also going to want 2 7s or 2 6s? So 2 5s or whatever it is. So he's going to have to try to trade. So let's just get into it. So first pick coming up Thursday. Draft starts at 8:00. The Oakland Raiders are on the board, and they select most likely the quarterback, right?
They just got Kirk Cousins, though, too, right? So maybe not. I don't know.
I know. No. But here's the thing. They're taking – what's his name? I can't even think about his name right now.
I know. It's the Indiana Hoosier.
Yeah. So he's okay, so here's what I'm thinking they're going to do. They are going to redshirt him for at least half the year, and he's going to learn from Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is going to do his thing for the first half a year, and then he's going to get hurt or he's going to suck. And then they're going to bring him in, and he's going to be the savior that saves the rest of the season or whatever. But the funny thing is, they're the same person, bro. Like, they're that same type of Christian, like, goody two shoes, always quoting Bible scriptures and stuff when they get up there, right? And then it's like they're the same person. So it's like I totally get why they brought Kirk Cousins in. It's a great mentor, and they're gonna hit it off. What do you think?
I think so too. Now you're thinking about it, I do think he's a right fit. Kurt's been on the move. Like I said, like I like Kurt being MSU fan, but I'm glad there's a reason why I'm glad he's not with the Vikings anymore. Like, Kurt's good. He's got a good football mind. He brings value to the QB room, and I think he's gonna help out Oakland
Mendoza.
Raiders.
Mendoza, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Mendoza, yeah.
The name just came to my head. Okay, so we don't know anything else after that first pick. We pretty much think it's going to be Mendoza to Oakland. And then Lions, here they come in 17. So we're going to do this 2 ways for you listeners. We're going to give you what we think the Lions are going to do, and then we're going to give you our pick. Is that what I lined up earlier?
Okay.
So let's start with the Lions pick, and let's see. I think I see. Yup. Here comes the. What's his name?
Goodell.
Thank you.
So, with the 17th pick, what Clay Bully believes is going to happen is, because Brad's not going to make any moves, is offensive tackle from Georgia, the junior, Monroe Freeling.
I would be happy about that, bro.
Yeah, me too.
What makes you think that the Lions are going Monroe Freeling?
Because, I don't want to get too much into it. Can I answer that question after what I think is going to
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. So Clay thinks Lions are going Monroe Freeling with the first pick. Oh, man. It's so much easier with my pick than who knows what Brad Holmes is going to do.
Right.
Oh, now I'm starting to second guess everything. All right, but you know what? We're on the clock. We got to do this. I'm just trying to think about who's going to be gone. So at this point, Freeling that you just selected is the 5th overall offensive lineman in this year's draft. He is 6'7", 315 out of Georgia. A good friend of Tate Ratledge because they played together last year, right?
Yep.
So who potentially could be chosen before? Because he's the fifth best, or the fifth ranked, I should say, not best, fifth ranked. We have Francis. I'm gonna kill these names, so I'm just gonna go with it. Francis Moingwa.
Right. I feel you, bro.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be like Adrian this episode and just killing names. All right, so he's coming from the U.
Yep.
Another offensive tackle, Spencer Fano, coming from the Utes. So those are generally recognized as the best two offensive tackles of the draft. Those top two.
Yep. And that being said, I'm gonna quickly get into what I hope would happen.
Sure.
Is Spencer Fano had a great combine, and at a combine that he actually took snaps at center, which got the attention of the Baltimore Ravens, who in the offseason lost their center, Tyler, to the Raiders. So what I hope happens is the Baltimore Ravens do not have a chance to draft him. And I hope Brad, who has done some dealings with the Los Angeles Rams, with, of course, Jared Goff, and the Rams have the number 13th pick. So I would hope that Brad Holmes reaches out to Rams and makes a trade, and we snag Spencer Fano before the Ravens have the opportunity.
So you just went. Did you go straight over to your Clay Bully?
I can't spoil it. So all
right, let's do it. So let's put that down. So Monroe Freeling is who you think the Lions are going to select with their 17th pick. But then you think some witchcraft or some tomfoolery is going to happen. And Spencer.
I think Brad hopefully will get in the kitchen and do some cooking. Make it. But he got some good attention with what he was doing at center. So I'm like, hey, we know Frank Ragnow is gone. So I don't know. Would we get him for center?
Bro, do you not know Cade Mays is our starting center?
I know, but who knows? Toy with it.
But he's coming out as an offensive tackle.
Yeah.
So
I just
let's see.
Brad Cook.
Yeah, he's literally left, right tackle. His pass blocking is rated at a 90%. His run blocking is a 92%. Dude is stellar. Let me get his weight here. Does it say it right here? I got to go back one page. So he's coming in at 6'6", 311 pounds off of the Ute. So I think he's way too tall to be a center. Because center's got to have a little bit lower center of gravity. That dude's a tall beast, 6'6". So, but dude, I would clap my hands if somehow. Yeah. So now you're saying, what's your trade again? Because I'm going to write this down. Because if this happens,
I'm not sure would all be involved. I'm guessing they'd probably give up.
To move up to what? Yeah, like where's Baltimore selecting? You know?
So they would move up. Lions would move up to pick number 13 and do a swap with the Los Angeles Rams, because I think Rams are going for the wide receiver Cooper out of Indiana.
Really?
Especially with everything going on with their receiver right now, with all
the guy who hates the guy who's anti-Semitic.
Correct. To put it nicely.
Well, that'll be interesting, bro. If he goes back and so that means the Rams would just drop back 4 spots, right?
Yeah, and they'll still get their guy.
Okay. Well, I like that. Let me put Spencer Fano, Utes, 13 for a 17 with the Rams. That is a huge, crazy situation that you just brought up. All right. I think I'm ready. Yep. So here comes the commish. With the 17th pick of the 2026 draft, NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select offensive tackle Caden Proctor. So if you don't know anything about this young man, he is 6'7", 1 inch taller than Spencer Fano. Get this, bro. 1 inch taller, 40 pounds heavier. He's coming in at 352.
He's out of Alabama, right?
Alabama. Now, the only thing I don't like about him is the fact that he's 352. I feel like he's gonna have to, because you got some fast edges, right? You're gonna have to deal with who just in our division. I mean, you got who came over from Dallas. I can't think of his name right now. As soon as he gets better, number 1 in Green Bay, Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to deal with Michael Parsons, right? He's gonna have to deal with whoever. Chicago really doesn't have a lot of defensive ends that are super quick. But I watched his tape, and I like all these guys, honestly. But he is gigantic. They use him like they use Sewell. They'll have him out on the left as a wide receiver. They'll throw him a screen pass, and he'll run 10, 15 yards for a first down. They'll have him pulling and just running down the field. And if the Lions, they do like big defensive or offensive tackles.
What you said his height was 6'7"?
6'7". 6'7".
You know what that reminds me of from Lions history? Aaron Gibson. Remember Aaron Gibson? That giant helmet? He had like the biggest helmet in the league.
No.
Yeah, I think he'd play, man. Hey, I think he's like almost 50 years old now. So it had been like.
You are older than me, Clay.
But big old guy. So Aaron Gibson was 6'6", and this guy's 6'7".
Yeah, beast. So the geez, my names are off tonight. So our offensive tackle who just retired, who's now a coach. Help me out.
Yeah, Baldy.
Yeah.
S.
An S.
Who's the guy puking on the sideline in the corner?
Yes. Yeah. So him.
Yeah.
We need Adrian just to remember all the names.
I know.
Oh God, it's right on the edge of my tongue. Anyway, so he is like a beast. He's like 6'9", I think. Right? Skipper.
There you go.
Isn't Skipper 6'9"? Like he's like the tallest offensive tackle in the league. Like he's just a giant. So still, this dude's 6'7", 352. Dude's a beast from Alabama. And you know who likes to draft from the SEC? Our boy, Bradley Gerald Holmes.
Love it.
So that's what I think the Lions are going to go with. You say Monroe Freeling. Either of them, I'd be happy. But wait a second. Now, Caleb is picking for the Detroit Lions. Time to blow some minds. With the first pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select offensive tackle Blake Miller out of Clemson. Now, before you drop your jaw and say, who the heck is Blake Miller from Clemson?
Right.
Blake Miller is 6'7", same height, but he is 40 pounds less. He's 317 pounds. Blake Miller is not going to be picked at 17, Clay, because I just pulled a shenanigans clip on you. The Detroit Lions trade back in the NFL first round, and they pick up Blake Miller somewhere down in the 20s, the mid-20s, okay? That not only gives them Blake Miller, who's a stud offensive tackle, who is rated number 8 in this draft, but not only that, they pick up a third rounder.
I like it.
which they don't have now, right? They have a
Right.
1, they have a
Yep.
2, they
I
have
like
2
it.
4s, 2 5s, 2 6s, 2 7s, whatever it is. But we know they're all trash unless you got a third. So the Lions, and if you watch Blake Miller's tape, if you watch him at the high school, not the high school, but the the Senior Bowl, dude was just pancaking guys. Now he has to work on his feet. He's not a huge guy. He's not. You're not. I mean, he's tall, but he's 317, right? You
54
look at,
college starts too. Holy cow!
yes, 54 college starts. I think that's like. Does it say the snaps on there? Like a couple thousand snaps.
Yeah, it's insane.
So Brad likes that. He's like dudes that have been through it and have a history of playing time, not just a 1-year freshman that we're going to draft. So I really watched his tape. I was like, I kind of like him, and it's not the home run hitter offensive tackle, but I think if we're able to move down and pick up a third,
I like
it
that.
makes that offensive tackle that much better. Because remember, we don't need an offensive tackle that is better than Penei Sewell. We'll never get that.
Would they? Do you think they'll use the third pick, or they would use that as more trade value, or do you think they'll?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I
like
if
it.
they use the second and the third and immediately come up and get the best defensive end then in the second round, then let's go, right?
Yep.
So we talked a little bit before. We're not going to do second round just because we don't. We're not going to get the first round right, let alone second round, and the third and the fourth and the fifth. So yeah, this episode that we're shooting today is just a quick little EP, just about first round, who we think, and maybe on the socials we'll have Adrian and Plax send something out. Megan can put that up on the Instagram tonight with who they pick to kind of go along with ours. So what do you think, bro?
I like it, man. I think that's some great trade talk. I mean, trade talk, draft talk, great predictions. Nothing too crazy, but also, we're still right in that. Last year was rough, but hey, we're in a good little draft spot.
Yeah, and the fact that both of us are so, offensive tackle heavy.
Yep.
It shows where best player available meets need, right? It's like we do have a need at defensive end. We do have a need at corner. And I hope Brad does not. I've heard a lot about corners this week. Lions.
Yep.
There's a player, I forget his name, but he didn't play at all last year because he was hurt. But in 2024, he was like the best corner, played in Tennessee, I believe. And they're talking about him like falling to the Lions, and I'm like, I don't think I could have another Jeff Okudah or
Vildor.
I mean, I don't think we drafted him, but like a high draft pick, even like Terrion Arnold.
Right.
I put Terrion right now. I'll put Terrion and Jeff Okudah in the same bucket because neither of them have impressed me.
Well, yeah. Is there any update on the legal situation for the latter?
Yeah, we have a little bit of update here. So this was heard coming from his house the night that the news broke. And then she was running out screaming. So, yeah, I don't think that's bueno. Mm-hmm.
Not a good sign.
Here's how our corners.
It is. Yeah.
That's our cornerback room this year.
But it is cool still seeing big weekend. NBA playoffs, WrestleMania. Our boy, Gibbs was out there at the WrestleMania courtside, ringside. So it's cool. We got these players out here, out in prime time, out in the wild.
We out here. All right, hey bro, did you hear that we have a new sponsor this week?
I have. I didn't know. I'm excited to see who it is though.
All right, So here we go. Here's our sponsor for the 2026 pre-draft selection. This episode is sponsored by Betsy Shanahan. She's an electrician. She's a guitar shredder. She's a filmmaker. And she's a personal hero of Caleb Annual. Betsy approves this message, and go Bears. Also, she wants to shout out to all the people named Trisha Shanahan. Thank you, Betsy. Appreciate it. We will read any sponsor that's on the All Grit podcast, won't we, Clay?
Exactly, because we, like everybody in this world, need money.
The $15 for the sponsor will be read. It doesn't matter if you want to, ask someone to the prom, if you want to get engaged, if you want to talk about the Bears, like Betsy just did. $15 pays either way. So follow us, reach out to us on socials, or we have a Linktree account up on our Instagram, and you can click on that, and you can find the sponsor page right there. Reach out to our manager, Megan, and she will hook you up with a sponsor. And Betsy, we appreciate you sponsoring the All Grit podcast. And we didn't have time to get the AI to record it, but I hope I was able to do it justice for you. Okay. Thank you. All right, Clay. So we don't have the boys with us this week, but is there anything else that you wanted to talk about for the upcoming draft?
Not the upcoming draft. I do have a prediction. As I stated, I quoted last night in our group chat as we were watching the Rusty Pistons that I quoted Rasheed Wallace by saying, "We will win game 2." So I'm throwing that out there.
Actually, go ahead and say the quote that you said to all of us, because I know you know it by heart.
I want to get it right. Now I'm scared.
Now you're nervous. I think you said something like this.
Inevitable.
That sums it up. Y'all can put it in the front page, back page, middle page, wherever headliners, column 1 or 2, we will win game 2.
There you go. And let's hear from Steve.
In the front page, back page, middle page, wherever headliners, column 1 or 2, we will win game 2. We will win game 2.
I love the backup too. Is like he said it again. We will win game 2.
In case you guys didn't hear me in the back.
Right. And would it hurt if Jalen Duren came out and said something like that?
Right.
I know we're gonna go off topic right here, but I've never seen a more softer game by Jalen Duren in my life. He was running like his feet were in. He was running like his feet were in quicksand, bro.
It was just so bad.
And maybe it was the week and a half that they had off.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
But also, just if we would have won it, they could at least contest the 3. Orlando had every shot that they wanted behind the arc.
Or maybe get 2 offensive rebounds for the game.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Did you hear in the second, it was the middle of the second quarter, or maybe it was it had to have been the second quarter. The announcer literally said, and that's their first offensive rebound of the game. We're almost into halftime, and that was their first offensive rebound of the game. You can't.
Right.
And meanwhile, dude, Orlando is just rebounding everything, and they were making everything.
Yeah. Just get a home. Just get a home. Start there. Get the home win. Get that 0-7 stat out of the way, and then go from there.
Yep. They need it, bro. Yeah. All right.
But, hey, everyone's going to be a fun week with the NFL draft finally here. Feels like it's been 84 years, but it's going to be a good week.
And you know where it's happening, right?
Not Detroit. It'd be a lot better if it was just Detroit every year. But, hey, Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh.
There you go. You got the yellow, the black and gold in Pittsburgh. So we're going to be in Pittsburgh. The All Grit Podcast will be there live in Pittsburgh for the NFL draft. And when I say live, I mean we'll be on our TVs in our room, and we will bring you the hottest takes from the 2026 draft. We'll try to come back on Friday morning, bro.
Yep.
Friday afternoon. We'll try to come in live, hot, ready for you guys. So stay close to the podcast. We're bringing it all to you for the All Grit Podcast. The Stack Guy,
Peace.
the humble host. We're out.